This story comes to us from people.com. This is a really lengthy story, so I'm just going to give you a snippet of it. But it's really a follow-up. So, Memphis, Tennessee, a group of police officers chase a guy named Tyre Nichols. They catch him in the street. They give him the beat down of his life, literally, because it was fatal. Then they lie on their police reports, which was proven because there's a street pole camera or a camera up on a street light pole that they were not aware that was there. So when they look at the video from that camera and then they look at the police reports, they don't match. Well, they may not have lied. They told what from their perspective. Oh, come on. You think I buy that crap? I'm so sick of people saying that, well, they may not have lied. It was from their perspective. So if I walk up and punch you dead in the nose and I say, well, I was walking and I slipped and hit him in the nose, am I lying? Or is that just from my perspective? 5 former police officers connected to the death of Tyre Nichols have now been indicted on federal charges. He died January 7th at a traffic stop in Memphis, Tennessee. Tyre Nichols was 29 years old. This is why you film the police. These guys right here. Now, police body cam and surveillance video from the scene showed the officers beating Nichols for approximately 3 minutes. Following the confrontation, he was transported to a hospital where he died 3 days later. The 5 ex-cops are Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills Jr., and Justin Smith. I'm not going to give you their ages because I frankly don't care. They were relieved from their duties after the incident. They were charged with second-degree murder, aggravated assault, 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, multiple counts of official misconduct, and official oppression, according to the Shelby County Jail. Now, the DA's office worked swiftly but thoroughly to charge those whose offenses were plain and clear and directly contributed to the death of Mr. Nichols. But in no way is this investigation over, District Attorney's Office said. The U.S. Department of Justice announced a press release that the former officers allegedly willfully deprived Nichols of his constitutional rights. They deprived him of his Fourth Amendment right off the start. The right to be secure in your life, your person and property. He wasn't secure in his person. He died. Now, the first count alleges that the men aided and abetted by one another violated Nichols' right to be free from from the use of unreasonable force by a police officer by assaulting him and failing to intervene in the unlawful assault. The ones who just stood around like, dude, just comply, man. And it goes down. It talks a little bit more about some of the counts that they're charged with. It talks about each count that they're charged with, and it goes through some details. But according to the release, counts 1 and 2 carry a maximum penalty of life in prison. Counts 3 and 4 each carry a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison. I hope these guys spend the rest of their natural life behind bars. Attorney General Merrick Garland said in a statement, this is from Tennessee, officers who violate the civil rights of those they are sworn to protect undermine public safety, which depends on the community's trust in law enforcement. Yeah. They dishonor their fellow officers who do their work with integrity every day. The Justice Department will continue to hold accountable officers who betray their oath. We'll see. We will see. They've been indicted. They haven't been sentenced, you see. We got to get to the end there. Blake Ballin, a defense attorney for Mills, told CNN following the charges, this is going to cause us to change gears a little bit. This adds another layer of things that we'll have to look into and investigate. What do you mean change gears? Well, the cops now, we're going to have to do things differently. Yeah, you don't beat people up for 3 minutes because he ran from me. Now, another statement, according to the outlet, we have been expecting this federal indictment and it does not change Mr. Mills' position. As in the state case, Mr. Mills maintains his innocence. He will turn himself in on the federal indictment, well, he has no choice, and continue to defend himself against all allegations in both state and federal court systems. Now, Nils' family attorneys, Ben Crump and Antonio Romanucci, you got some good lawyers, said in a statement following the announcement that the news today from the United States Justice Department that there will be criminal accountability on the federal level for Tyre's death gives his family hope as they continue to grieve his loss and inspire change in his honor. I don't know if it's going to change, man. Rodney King beat by LAPD, Tyre Nichols beat by Memphis PD. What's changed? The year. That's the only thing that's changed, the year. You know what I mean? George Floyd, knee on his neck until he dies. What's changed? Let's hope these guys get life in prison. Life. Without parole. Just put them away. Get rid of them. We don't need them in our society. That's how I feel.